From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Good Thursday morning. For Wednesday, we were seeing it could have been the hottest September day on record, and it was. At least it tied the previous record set last year in Ellensburg of 99 degrees. For today, we could do it once again. Going with forecast high of 99 in Ellensburg, 100 in Yakima, so we could tie those records once again. Looks like we're probably going to fall a little bit short for the basin and for the foothills. Bottom line for the forecast, hot, that's an understatement, and hazy for today and tomorrow. Lightning fire is going to be possible Friday and Saturday up in the Cascades, and then a big cool down with shower and thunderstorm chances going up for Saturday and beyond. For Friday and Saturday, like I just said, chance for lightning fires in the Cascades, an abundance of lightning in the forecast with vegetation that is significantly dry. Already have a couple fires burning up that way for this morning. That's making air quality unhealthy for sensitive groups in the Kittitas Valley. So if you're in one of those sensitive groups, keep it inside and use an air purifier. Temperatures this morning, 50s, 60s, and 70s across the map. A little bit later today, it's going to be hot and it is going to be hazy. And speaking of the haze and the smoke, I'll track some of the fires we already have on the map coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
Coming up on Good Morning Northwest, Josh just mentioned those fires. Crews still battling multiple wildfires across the region. Air support, bulldozers, and firefighters all on the ground working around the clock. Coming up, we'll have the latest on their efforts and some escalated evacuation orders in place this morning.
Plus, a Walla Walla man accused of shooting a Washington State Patrol trooper back in 2022 is in court this week and pleading guilty. We have all the details and the recap.
And new developments in the hunt for Travis Decker. Last week, bones were sent for testing. Results in now this morning. We have the breakdown coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest on your side.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal.
I'm Jade Elliott. It is Thursday, September 4th, and we do start this morning once again with a fire watch as we continue to monitor the burning blaze in Yakima County. It's the Wildcat Fire. We've been talking about it as it's been burning now for more than a week, and it intensified yesterday with those hot, dry conditions we saw.
And fire crews are working around the clock, putting up structure protection near Bumping Lake and Goose Prairie, while dozers are reopening old fire lines and scouting new ones. Air support is also on standby.
And with evacuations now escalating, weather conditions, of course, playing a major role in how this fire behaves. We want to check in with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth for the very latest on this fire, a few others burning, and these evacuations in place.
Yeah, Jade, Jessica, well, this is the big one. This is the Wildcat Fire that's burning to the west of Bumping Lake. It is now 2,700 acres. You can round up to 2,800. Active hotspots all over the map being detected by satellite, and so that's why Goose Prairie is now under that level 2 evacuation in addition to Bumping Road. So this is where you have to be packed. This is where you have to be ready to leave at a moment's notice. We will tell you what to put in that go bag and how to prep coming up a little bit later in the show, but this is an urgent matter. Then we have another fire that's burning. This is the other big one in the region, the Labor Mountain Fire that's burning in northern Kittitas County, pretty close to the Chelan County line. 300 acres. Don't have any word on containment on this one. And by the way, I forgot to talk about containment on the Wildcat Fire. It is still 0% contained. Now here's a fire that is 100% contained, and this would be the Caitlin Fire that's burning on the other end of Kittitas County. Got stopped at 81 acres. That's some very good news, and with cooler and wetter weather on the way, I have a feeling that we'll probably see improvement to these other fires as well. I'll talk about that pattern flip coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Josh. We go now to a follow-up on a case that left a community stunned. This after a Washington State Patrol trooper was shot back in 2022.
Brandon O'Neill, the man accused of shooting Trooper Dean Atkinson Jr., has pleaded guilty to attempted first-degree murder. 40-year-old O'Neill entered the plea just Tuesday, and it was just 6 days before his trial was set to start in Walla Walla. Now, he also pleaded guilty to attempting to elude police, while his other charges are expected to be dismissed at sentencing.
Court records show that O'Neill had been evicted from his Walla Walla apartment earlier that same day and left behind a note threatening to, quote, execute any cop or manager who tried to evict him. Later that evening, he allegedly shot Trooper Atkinson in the hand and face while the trooper was sitting in his patrol car on West Poplar Street.
Well, despite his injuries, Trooper Atkinson drove himself to Providence St. Mary Medical Center and was able to walk himself into the emergency room where he was treated. He has since returned to duty with Washington State Patrol.
A sentencing date for O'Neal has not yet been scheduled.
6:04 now, and continuing our follow-up in Kennewick, where a man who worked for the Kennewick School District as a security guard was arrested for allegedly kidnapping a 14-year-old student in June of 2024. We've learned he has now pleaded guilty, but won't be serving any prison time. According to court documents, on August 27th, Angelico Calder pleaded guilty to charges of family abandonment, unlawful harboring of a minor, and making a false statement to a public servant. The charge of family abandonment was amended from a charge of second-degree kidnapping. Court documents show that Calder entered the special type of guilty plea, allowing him to take advantage of a plea deal without actually admitting guilt for the more serious charge of kidnapping. A sentencing of nearly a year in prison was suspended on several conditions, including in part submitting to a mental health evaluation, complying with a no-contact order, and not working with children. Calder had said he took the teen to Oregon so they could get on a train and go to California before being arrested on July 3rd, 2024.
Now to continuing coverage on the search for Travis Decker, authorities have now confirmed that bones found during a recent FBI search at the Rock Island campground in Leavenworth, they've been confirmed not human. Investigators revisited the site last week while looking for clues in the deaths of the three young daughters, Peyton, Evelyn, and Olivia Decker. Their bodies were discovered there back in June, and the bones were sent for testing, the bones found in that campground. And Central Washington University verified they belong to animals, again, not humans. The search for Travis Decker, who's suspected of killing his daughters, continues, though authorities still don't know if he's alive or dead.
Now to a crime alert out of Pasco, where police say a 42-year-old man was killed in a hit and run Friday night. Officers say Lorenzo Ahua Ramos was struck while crossing West Clark Street around 9 o'clock. Witnesses called for help, but unfortunately he passed away at the scene. After a days-long investigation, police located the suspected driver and the vehicle. And then just this Tuesday, officers arrested Daniel Gonzalez Salas, booking him into the Franklin County Jail for vehicular homicide. Anyone with information on the case is asked to call Pasco Police as they continue to investigate.
Now looking ahead today, this evening, YWCA Walla Walla will host a special event ahead of Domestic Violence Action Month.
The program, Our Stories, Our Strength, is designed to lift up survivor voices and bring the community together for support and healing. The one-hour event welcomes survivors, whether or not they have even used the YWCA services. They want them to come and share in conversation, reflection, and storytelling.
Light refreshments will be served and participants can come and go freely. Organizers say the goal is to celebrate resilience, build community understanding, and create space for honest discussions about healthy and also unhealthy relationships.
It's empowering for the person listening because every time we share our story, all of our stories are a little bit different. So I might say one small detail like, I was crying in the Fred Meyer parking lot, and there's probably a woman out there who was crying in the Fred Meyer parking lot or some other grocery store, either one. And they'll just really lean into that and they'll be like, she really gets me, she really understands.
Now, the event starts at 6 p.m. tonight at the YWCA in Walla Walla. It is free and open to the public.
And staff and advocates will be available to provide support with more survivor-centered programs planned throughout the month of September, and that'll lead into Domestic Violence Action Month in October.
6:08, so much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. From state champion to national finalist, Sunnyside's Danica Torres is making history once again. Coming up in sports, we'll show you how her hard work on the mat could win her $25,000 and a spot in Sports Illustrated.
Woohoo.
I know.
But first, our Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth will have your first alert weather forecast. Keep it here. Good Morning Northwest. We'll be right back.
Believe it or not, there's only one weekend left in the Dust Devils regular season. Don't miss your chance to catch a ball game. Friday, September 5th will be the annual Rooster Tails Jersey Auction presented by BNSF Railway. It's also a family feast night thanks to Genuine Homes. Saturday, September 6th will be our final fireworks show of the season presented by CO Energy. For tickets, head to the official site dustdevilsbaseball.com. Dust Devils Baseball. It will blow you away.
My husband and I had planned our dream home, and it was years in the making. I didn't want to just show up at any big box store. We wanted to sit down, and I want you to spend time with us. Like, this is a big investment. Our family spends so much time in our kitchen, and now that we're moved in, We are so pleased with our experience with Fred's, with the product line, and how it really aesthetically added value to our kitchen. Fred's Appliance over-delivered.
Every day begins with a welcome and a promise to walk with each patient on their path to recovery. From medical care to counseling, group healing to quiet reflection, our team is here every step of the way. Recovery includes movement, connection, and care. Because recovery isn't just possible, it's happening here every single day.
At Meredith Furniture, we know how important a good night's sleep is, even if we don't always use the beds for sleeping. Right now, you can save big on top quality mattresses perfect for families like ours. Because when we do sleep, it should be amazing. Meredith Furniture on South First in Washington, right next to Hobby Lobby.
Claim your crown at Wild Horse Resort and Casino, where you could roll into some serious cash. $50,000 is up for grabs for every winner. Just roll the dice to reveal your poker hand, hit a royal flush, and win $50,000 cash every Friday and Saturday. No royal flush? Every hand wins cash or free play. Play with your club wild card to multiply your entries by 10 times on Thursdays. Come roll for the royal at Wild Horse Resort and Casino, celebrating 3 decades of fun.
Did a trooper get special treatment after a deadly crash? Apple Valley News Now investigates tonight. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Here's your CoatCast for today in the Tri-Cities. The light jacket stuff for this morning, but as we head further and further into the day, obviously it's going to be t-shirt weather. So we'll have high temperatures that'll end up around 100 for lower elevations, hazy sunshine out there. And we do have an extreme heat warning and a heat advisory that has been posted until 8 p.m. this evening. And that has been posted via the National Weather Service in Pendleton. So just another look at the highs for today: 80s in the mountains, 70s and 80s in the mountains, then around 100 for the valleys, basin, and foothills. For tonight, going to be into the 50s and 60s, pretty comfortable out there. And then for tomorrow, maybe a smidge cooler, but still 90s and perhaps some triple digits for lower elevations. Then we continue to trend cooler as we head into Saturday and Sunday, much cooler by Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of next week. Now let's talk about air quality. An air quality advisory has been posted by a hodgepodge of agencies across the state and tribal lands. This runs until 11 p.m. on Friday. So air quality for today, unhealthy for sensitive groups in portions of the Kittitas Valley. And also, of course, the air quality is going to be much worse around the immediate perimeter of the fire. That's going to be the same thing for Friday. For Saturday, looks like maybe some of this could slip down into the Kittitas and Yakima Valleys. Just got new model data into the Weather Center. And then for Sunday, overall, the air quality situation doesn't look too bad. And thankfully, I think this situation is going to get even better as temperatures go down and rain chances go up. I'll talk about both of those coming up in a few minutes.
All right, thanks, Josh. 6:13, talking sports this morning, and Sunnyside wrestler Danica Torres is a finalist for the Youth Athlete of the Year award.
Apple Valley News Now's Jake Gables spoke with Torres about what winning the award would mean for her.
Last year, Danica Torres became the first girl in Sunnyside history to win the Wrestling State Championship. Now her hard work puts her as a finalist for the Youth Athlete of the Year.
It'd mean a lot, honestly, because also it just take off a big financial burden for me, just because it is quite a bit of money that I could put towards my tuition. And yeah, it just mean a lot, and it'd mean a lot to I feel like my community too, because with the sport of wrestling, I feel like it doesn't get as much recognition for the girls, and I feel like it'd be a big and good thing to show that girl wrestlers can do this too.
The prize is $25,000 and an appearance in Sports Illustrated magazine as part of an advertisement for NFL quarterback Russell Wilson's 3 brand. The student athlete with the most votes win, a campaign that's been run by Danica's mom.
It's funny how things work out sometimes, because at first Torres' mom was scared of her daughter wrestling, but now she's easily her biggest supporter and constantly urging people to vote for her.
I was you were my biggest supporter in the beginning, and then now she's my biggest supporter, but you know, it really changes sometimes. Once she saw that, you know, even though I got hurt at first, I really enjoyed it. She's like, well, at least as long as she's enjoying it, you know, it's fine.
Now entering her senior year, Torres continues to train through running at Sunnyside and participate in out-of-school wrestling. In Sunnyside, Jake Gable, Apple Valley News Now.
And partnered with the Jimmy V Foundation, votes also go towards cancer research.
Voting ends on September 4th. That's today. And so go vote for Danica. You can find the link up on our website. That's applevalleynewsnow.com.
Good luck
do that right now, too.
Yes, I know. Yeah, we're all going to vote during the commercial break.
Exactly.
All right, 6:15 still ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. When we come back, we will check in once again with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth. We'll have your first alert forecast as we give you that live look outside this morning from our Dust Levels camera in Pasco. The sun is starting to come up. It's a little hazy out there. Sunrise set for 6:21.
We're almost there.
Almost there.
I felt like there was just no answers to get out of the anxiety and the depression that I had.
I was suicidal all the time, thinking about it nonstop, every day, every moment.
Depression and anxiety rob millions of us of our day-to-day lives, but nothing seems to pull you out of it. Introducing Neurostim TMS, Washington's leading provider of transcranial magnetic stimulation, or TMS therapy. At Neurostim TMS, we treat the root of the problem with a series of short daily treatments. Using a non-invasive magnetic field, TMS activates the natural function of the brain's neurotransmitters to improve mood and regulate emotion. TMS is not shock therapy. It's an FDA-approved, easy outpatient experience and covered by all major medical insurances.
There's nothing better than just being able to enjoy life again.
The treatment just completely, fundamentally changed my life.
Visit neurostimtms.com today or call to schedule your free consultation at any of our 12 Washington state locations.
When uncertainty falls upon your freedom, you need an unwavering champion. We're dedicated to not just tipping the scales in your favor, but also delivering an unwavering and relentless defense. With over 5 decades of experience, we'll fiercely defend your freedom and secure the most favorable outcome. Your best defense, Quantum Legal.
Don't leave it to chance. Trust Vance when you need a friendly, reliable electrician. Save now on any electrical repair. Call Vance to schedule your appointment or book online today.
Save $2,000 on freedom to enjoy life without readers, glasses, or cataracts. Schedule your free consultation this month with K2 Vision RLE, America's most experienced in advanced lens procedures. Save $2,000 on K2 Vision RLE.
A deadly crash involving an off-duty trooper shakes Richland. Did the trooper get special treatment?
You have the appearance of impropriety.
You decide when we show you never-before-seen body cam footage from the scene. Wendy Redmond digs deeper. An Apple Valley News Now investigation tonight at 6.
Next Live.
5, 6,
5, 6, 7, 8. Julianne Hough from Dancing with the Stars. Plus Jordan Davis. It's an all-new season of Live.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Tomorrow and Saturday are going to be first alert weather days, as we'll have that potential for lightning fires in the Cascades. Abundant lightning is in the forecast, and vegetation, unfortunately, going to be significantly dry. Now, even for today, we do have some showers in the forecast, mainly up in the Cascades. Hopefully, some of this gets over some of the fire perimeters up that way, and that would definitely help out with containment efforts. Then into tonight, could have some showers down into the Blues. But for tomorrow, we're much more concerned about the fire weather setup, just given that still going to be significantly dry in the Cascades. And this time, the lightning chances are going to be much better in the Cascades. So we step this into motion with Futurecast. And you'll notice right around the hottest part of the day, 4, 5, 6 p.m., that's when we could see some more thunderstorms in the same section of our viewing area. Then as we head into the evening, once again, kind of start to see some slightly more widespread showers down into Morrow and Umatilla counties. Then for Saturday, vegetation dryness still going to be significant in the Cascades and Upper Yakima Basin. And at this point, thunderstorm chances a little bit better, not just there in the Cascades, but also across the map. About 20 to 30% thunderstorm chances in the valleys, 10 to 30% in the foothills. Chances for thunderstorms not as high in the basin. And it looks like we're going to hold the forecast pretty steady into Sunday as well. We might extend the first alert weather day into Sunday. It depends on what the lightning chances look like up in the Cascades and how the vegetation dryness is going to shake out. But this might kind of put a damper on that. But it's actually good news. Rainfall amounts could be around a ½ inch in the Cascades for Saturday and Sunday. Doesn't sound like a lot, but it is a lot for this time of the year. Anything to put fire season to bed, and we'll have additional rain chances over the next 7 days. In fact, those chances going up pretty significantly for next week. That's the good news. The bad news is that lightning's in the forecast, but the better news is that temperatures going way down. Feeling very fall-like by the time we get to Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. Okay, here's the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Between 95 to 100 today and tomorrow, hazy skies, and then cooler and wetter beyond that. In Yakima, the best chances for thunderstorms going to be Saturday through Tuesday. Looks like in Ellensburg, it's also going to be Saturday through Tuesday in terms of the best chances for lightning. In Hermiston, feeling very summer-like today and tomorrow. And then that fall-like pattern starts to creep in for this weekend, but especially for next week. And then in Walla Walla, kind of the same thing. 98 for today, 78 for next Wednesday.
Enjoy these summer temperatures while they're still here. A few more days.
I know. All of us sports moms, though, are going, rain on Saturday. Ooh. But hopefully later.
Yeah, and not as hot for Saturday.
True, you won't be sweating too much.
Poison.
Yeah.
All right, so much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Superman fans, get ready to soar. We now know the title and release date for the new chapter in the DC Cinematic Universe. We have those details and more coming up in your Hollywood headlines after the break.
Enjoy summer's final moments. Let us take care of that flooring project you never got to. At Floor & Home, you dream, we install. This month, pay no sales tax at your local Richland or Walla Walla Floor & Home.
The Labor Day savings have been extended. One more week at Walker's Furniture.
As we spent all summer clearing out discontinued furniture items to make room for truckloads of new styles.
Get the biggest savings of the season with store-wide discounts up to 40% off. Or take advantage of 0% financing for 5 years with no money down.
Making it easy to get that new immersive home theater sofa or bedroom set and pay for it over time.
Enjoy extended Labor Day style and savings this week at Walker's.
When it comes to legal matters, you need someone you can trust. At Morphine Law Firm, we are sincerely grateful for the last 5 years of trust and support you've given our firm. Your trust and support have been a major driving force behind our mission for justice. We offer free consultations, and we may not always tell you what you want to hear, but we try to steer you in the right direction. We appreciate your continued trust and confidence in Morphine Law Firm.
Before our service would be in and out, we wanted to switch to T-Mobile to make sure that we have better coverage.
T-Mobile is now the best network, and with the most satellites, we're connecting hundreds of thousands in places where cell towers can't reach with T-Satellite.
I signed up for T-Satellite to give me peace of mind as a mom that makes life better knowing that it's there when we need it.
Upgrade to the best network. Right now, T-Mobile will pay off 4 phones up to $3,200. Plus, hook you up with 4 new phones on us. Switch today.
Why do patients and families immediately think of Good Shepherd? They trust our knowledge and expertise. They value the compassionate care we provide. They feel like they are being taken care of by family. From our renowned doctors and top-of-the-line technology to our state-of-the-art facilities, Good Shepherd Healthcare System. Patients first, always.
Enjoy summer's final moments. Let us take care of that flooring project you never got to. At Floor & Home, you dream, we install. This month, pay no sales tax at your local Richland or Walla Walla Floor & Home.
Vikings, Bears. Monday Night Football is back on Apple Valley News Now.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. In your entertainment headlines, thousands of disappointed Lady Gaga fans filed out of the Kaseya Center in Miami, Florida last night.
The singer announced on Instagram that she was postponing the concert. She, of course, apologized profusely and explained that it was due to a voice strain that she sustained during rehearsal on Tuesday night.
Gaga said it didn't improve during warm-up on Wednesday, and her doctor advised her not to perform. She promised to reschedule as soon as possible.
And Lady Gaga has just 2 days to recover before scheduled performances on Saturday and Sunday at Madison Square Garden. She's also slated to perform Sunday night at the MTV Video Music Awards.
It's just like any athlete, you know.
Yeah.
If they get injured, that's
happens,
their muscle.
yeah.
That's what, you know, and it does. It happens.
As
It's too
sucky
bad,
as
but
it is.
You have to take care of yourself. Yeah. All right, more entertainment news. Farm Aid board member Willie Nelson, Neil Young, and John Mellencamp are set to headline the nonprofit agricultural organization's 40th annual Music and Food Festival.
Fellow board members Dave Matthews and Margot Price will join Nelson, Young, and Mellencamp. Also, Winona Judd and Kenny Chesney are scheduled to appear as well.
For the first time ever, the festival will be held in Minneapolis. Farm Aid 40 is scheduled for September 20th at Huntington Bank Stadium.
Farm Aid has raised more than $85 million since 1985 to support programs for farmers and expand the reach of the Good Food movement. All right, we now know the title and release date of the Superman sequel. Filmmaker James Gunn shared on Instagram that it will be called Man of Tomorrow, and it'll hit theaters July 9th of 2027.
Pretty exciting. So Gunn is in charge of the new DC Cinematic Universe. He included a drawing of Superman and Lex Luthor in a superpowered suit, suggesting Luthor will also be the villain in the sequel, and it's right there on your screen.
Gunn wrote and directed this year's Superman reboot, which grossed more than $600 million worldwide. That made it the highest grossing superhero film of 2025.
I think it's definitely my favorite movie of the year. Oh, also Sinners. Both of those were so good. If you haven't seen it, watch it. But watch it
It's like scary though, right?
No, not at all.
Are you sure?
It's fun, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, I'm getting
and our director just told us
it's fun.
It's fun, so yeah. There you go, double whammy.
Fine, it's fun. Have you seen it?
Sinners?
Yeah.
No, Superman. Both
Oh,
of
I
them,
thought
yeah.
I thought you were talking about Sinners.
Well, both of them are really
but
good.
Isn't Sinners scary?
Oh,
That's what I was thinking.
Kind
scary,
of.
right?
It's more
But Superman's
thrillery,
fun.
but yeah.
Okay. Either one?
I'm a good boy. I don't sin. That is not true.
Ha 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 ha.
Well, he lies.
You can watch it though.
All right, so much more ahead. Flames breaking out in a Kennewick neighborhood, an RV going up in smoke and flames. We'll take you to the scene and let you know how crews stopped that fire from spreading further.
Plus, a powerful piece of history is coming to Ellensburg, the wall that heals, bringing the Vietnam Vets Memorial to town and giving visitors a chance to honor and learn some more. We'll also show you how the community came together to build it. It's all coming up in your next half hour.
Starting at $4.49, you can get one, make it a double, or go for 3 delicious patties. Go as big as you want with my Bonus Jack combo starting at $4.49. Now you can say you're loving it and actually mean it. Get so much more.
Welcome to Jack in the Box.
The best bulls in the world have come to town. For bulls and their riders, those 8 seconds go by in a heartbeat. 8 seconds to become a champion or nothing. It's bull time, Kennewick. PBR bucks into Toyota Center September 5th and 6th. Get your tickets now at pbr.com/tickets or Ticketmaster.
Form or function? Should we push the timeline? Will it hold?
Should we outsource? What do you think?
Do you engineer it to work? Or design it to move? Give them what they want.
It needs to be taller, faster.
Even cheaper. Or take things to new places. You've got to build the right team. No, that's the one. Revise it, redo it, develop it. Keep pushing until it's right.
Introducing the business card that gives back all you put in. The new Chase Sapphire Reserve for Business.
Don't leave it to chance. Trust Vance when you need a friendly, reliable electrician. Be sure your home's electrical system is safe and functioning properly with a safety inspection. Call Vance to schedule your appointment or book online today.
Designed to impress, engineered to perform. Shop GE Appliances this Labor Day at Fred's Appliance. Save big on all GE appliances, from dishwashers to ranges, fridges to ovens, and even laundry. You won't find sales like this unless you shop locally. Like this new induction range model, only $11.99. Stop in to explore GE at Fred's Appliance. We sell appliances, only appliances.
Right now at Meredith Furniture, it's a buy one, get one free deal you don't want to miss. Buy one comfy recliner starting at just $599 and get the second one free. Yup, totally free. Tons of colors, loads of styles. Come in and find your favorite. But hurry, deals this good don't stick around forever. Kick back in not one, but 2 recliners. Because one just isn't enough.
Meredith Furniture on South First and Washington, right next to Hobby Lobby.
Save $2,000 on Freedom to enjoy life without readers, glasses, or cataracts. Schedule your free consultation this month with K2 Vision RLE, America's most experienced in advanced lens procedures. Save $2,000 on K2 Vision RLE.
Starting at $4.49, you can get one, make it a double, or go for 3 delicious patties. Go as big as you want with my Bonus Jack combo starting at $4.49. Now you can say you're loving it and actually mean it. Get so much more.
Welcome to Jack in the Box.
Did a trooper get special treatment after a deadly crash? Apple Valley News Now investigates tonight. This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest. On your side.
Good morning. Thanks so much for joining us here for Good Morning Northwest on this Thursday. I'm Jade Elliott.
I'm Jessica Jalal.
And I'm Josh Goldberg.
It's been roasty toasty.
Yes.
Sweating way too much. And I'm ready for it to, kind of be over.
Mellow out.
Yeah. Gradually.
Well, hey, good news, bad news. Bad news first. We still got a couple more of those roasty toasty days, but the good news is that the mellow follow suit pretty quick. Yeah. But roasty toasty yesterday, roasty toasty again for today. Yesterday went with forecast high of 101. It verified at 98, so the jackpot went up to $125. So for today, going with forecast high of 101, going with forecast high 99 in Pasco Tri-City. So if it verifies between 96 to 102, the jackpot's going to hit $150. If that doesn't happen, the jackpot could be yours. Find out how to win the jackpot by going to applevalleyNewsNow.com, clicking on the contest page, or you can scan the QR code that's on your screen. All right, the bottom lines for the forecast, hot and hazy again for today and tomorrow. Lightning fire is going to be possible up in the Cascades for Friday and Saturday, but much cooler and much wetter after that for Saturday through Wednesday. But for that lightning fire potential, first alert weather day for tomorrow and Saturday in the Cascades, as we can see abundant lightning over significantly dry vegetation. Let's take you back to this morning. Current air quality out there. It is unhealthy for sensitive groups up and down the Kittitas Valley, for the upper Yakima Valley, and of course the air quality is much, much worse closer to some of those bigger fires. A pretty big fire that's burning in Chelan County as well. The Labor Mountain County and Kittitas County is contributing to that picture on top of that. Right now, temperatures in the 50s, 60s, and 70s across the map, so feeling pretty good out there. Your hour-by-hour forecast for today for the Tri-Cities. It's going to heat up pretty quickly. Hazy sunshine all throughout the day. High temperatures ending up around 100 for lower elevations. I'll take you on that zone-by-zone tour of today's forecast, and also I'll show you how to prep for that level 2 evacuation that we have in Yakima County. So that's going to be coming up in a few minutes.
Josh, thanks so much. We begin this half hour of news with a fire watch out of Kennewick. Crews rushing to an RV that caught fire just yesterday.
The fire was first reported a little after 3 in the afternoon. Take a look at this video. KFD responded to 19th and Moraine, and on one side of the street is Sun Meadows Mobile Home Park, and on the other side is a fourplex.
One woman and her dogs were able to make it out before the flames started to shoot into the air. The RV a total loss, but luckily no one, including those animals, were injured.
At this time, there is no word on what the cause was.
Well, a major milestone for Walla Walla Public Schools. The district cut the ribbon on the brand new Blue Devil Stadium.
Apple Valley News Now's Dan Hansen says it's the final project funded by the community's capital levy, and it was finished both on time and on budget.
Hold it. Hold the ribbon. There you go.
From the field turf to the grandstands, Walla Walla High School has a brand new look. And community leaders say not only is it focused on the high school, but the wider Walla Walla community itself.
The project modernized everything from accessibility features to lighting, while also improving safety and comfort for players and fans.
Just making sure our community enjoy these facilities and not just our students. We really want to make sure that we repay our community just by being able to enjoy concerts, enjoy choirs, enjoy athletics in any way that we most possibly can.
Students say the upgrades will elevate the game day atmosphere, while the athletic director believes the facility will help athletes train and compete at a higher level.
The surface that we put in tested safe for the NFL. So it gives us more opportunities, more groups can use it. We really restricted our team use when we were in grass.
I think it brings our team together a little more. It makes us more excited to play the sport. It makes other teams more excited to play here, as well as like our coaching staff. It loves it. It brings out the community.
District officials say all levee projects, including this one, were completed on schedule and without going over budget, something they credit to strong community support and careful planning. Today's ribbon cutting included tours of the new facility and a chance for the public to see the finished work up close.
And with the first game right around the corner, fans here at Walla Walla High School are ready to break in their new stadium. Reporting in Walla Walla, Dan Hansen, Apple Valley News Now.
And the stadium is officially open.
District leaders say the facility will host not just sports, but band performances, graduations, and community events for years to come. And making a difference this morning now, Ellensburg is getting a portable piece of history today in honor of the region's Vietnam veterans.
The Wall That Heals is a portable replica of the Vietnam Veterans Memorial in Washington, D.C. The wall includes an education center to also help younger visitors learn about how the war impacted Americans.
Dozens of volunteers helped assemble the 375-foot wall, which will have plenty to offer until it closes on Sunday.
Our opening ceremony will be 9 o'clock Thursday morning here at Rotary Park. It's open 24 hours a day until 2 p.m. on Sunday, September 7th. We'll be having a closing ceremony at 1:45 on Sunday, and Friday evening at 8 o'clock we'll be having an Agent Orange candlelight ceremony.
The park is located at 1200 West 5th Avenue in Ellensburg. Again, they'll be there through Sunday.
And coming up next, we've been following the Mike Gonzalez investigation in Sunnyside, and we'll take a look at what's behind the delays, the controversy, and also what Gonzalez himself has to say about getting back to work. All the details are coming up after the break.
And first, we give you that live look outside from the Dust Level camera in Pasco. When we come back, Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth will have your first alert forecast.
Welcome to Nob Hill Casino, your premier gaming destination. Experience the thrill of a Vegas-style casino featuring the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club and unlock exclusive rewards every time you play. Challenge your skills at our 16-lane bowling alley. Unwind with a drink at our cozy bar, or enjoy breakfast, lunch, or dinner at the Last Frontier. The ultimate entertainment experience has something for everyone. Nob Hill Casino, where locals come to win.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
At Bruce Heating and Air, our technicians are not incentivized by commissions or to find problems. We only look for solutions to keep you cool. Now through September 30th, receive rebates up to $1,650 off on a new Daikin Fit system.
The Labor Day mattress savings have been extended this week at Walker's.
Save big on brands that improve your rest, like Serta iComfort, Beauty Rest, and Purple mattress sets.
Or enjoy 0% interest for up to 5 years and pay over time.
Plus, with select mattress purchases, receive free delivery, making now the best time to sleep better and celebrate Labor Day in comfort and savings.
During the final week of savings at Walker's.
Every child facing a critical illness deserves a moment of hope. That's where you come in. At McCurley Dealerships, we're proud to support Wheels Make Wishes Come True, a campaign that's raised over $1.1 million to help grant life-changing wishes for kids right here in our community. When you choose McCurley, you're helping dreams come true. Visit McCurley Dealerships through September 12th. Join us at Corvettes on the Columbia or learn more at wish.org/AKWA. McCurley Dealerships, your way home.
Workers and the families of deceased workers who worked at the Hanford site are now eligible for compensation for diseases and illnesses. This may be in addition to compensation already being received. Smart Law will be hosting a Hanford Workers' Compensation educational dinner at their Kennewick office Thursday, September 18th at 6 p.m. To register, call 509-735-5555. Dinner provided. Smart Law, smart choice.
A deadly crash involving an off-duty trooper shakes Richland. Did the trooper get special treatment?
You have the appearance of impropriety.
You decide when we show you never-before-seen body cam footage from the scene. Wendy Redmond digs deeper. An Apple Valley News Now investigation tonight at 6.
Next live.
5, 6,
5, 6, 7, 8. Julianne Hough from Dancing with the Stars. Plus Jordan Davis. It's an all-new season of Live.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Remember, we have that level 2 evacuation in place in northwestern Yakima County for the Wildcat Fire. Goose Prairie, Bumping Road, serious business there. This means you have to be packed, you have to be ready to leave at a moment's notice. So here's some of the items you should put in your go bag. Non-perishable food, 3 gallons of water, map with at least 2 evacuation routes, necessary prescription meds, change of clothes, extra eyeglasses or contacts, extra set of car keys, credit cards, cash, traveler's checks, first aid kit, sanitation supplies, flashlight with extra batteries, a radio with extra batteries, copies of important documents, pet food, and water, just to name a few items. Okay, here's that zone-by-zone tour of today's forecast. Remember, the Wildcat Fire burning right here in northwestern Yakima County, so we will see haze really across the map, but air quality has dropped down to unhealthy for sensitive groups this morning in the Kittitas Valley and the Yakima Valley. High is going to be about 15 degrees hotter than normal for this time of the year, so around 100 in Ellensburg, around 100 up and down the Yakima Valley. A little bit breezy today in the basin. These highs also right around 100 degrees and a little bit breezy in the foothills, mid-90s in the Morrow County foothills, closer to 100 for the foothills of Umatilla and Walla Walla counties, then 80s and 90s for the highest terrain of the Blue Mountains. Thankfully, it's a complicated forecast over the coming days. Lightning over critically dry vegetation, that's the bad news, but the good news is that will trend cooler and wetter. So I'll talk about everything coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Josh. Now, in continuing coverage on a story that we've been covering since it first started, this morning we're looking deeper at what's been going on in Sunnyside.
More specifically, the investigation into Sunnyside City Manager Mike Gonzalez. Now, Gonzalez has been on non-disciplinary paid leave since June, and that's now been extended 3 different times, now going over 90 days. We spoke with the mayor of Sunnyside about the investigation, and he says it is his deep desire to have this all finished by September 9th, the new deadline.
And although the deadline is extended, the interim city manager's contract has been extended past that date through September 30th, and the mayor is explaining his reasoning.
Well, if something happens and on September 9 we're able to make a council decision, then we have to know what we're going to do with our interim city manager. If council decides to terminate Mr. Gonzalez's contract, then we're going to have to find a long-term interim, and that may be Mr. Bridges, it may not be, that's another council decision. If council decides to give Mr. Gonzalez his position and allow him to continue, then we do have the provision in there ending the interim manager's contract at that time.
The mayor also adds that the council has been assured that the Gonzalez investigation shouldn't surpass that September 9th deadline. And the mayor also says that he will be disappointed if it goes on any longer. We'll, of course, keep you updated. And if you want to see more on what happened at the meeting, you can visit our website. That's applevalleynewsnow.com. All right, keep it here, because coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, we've got your morning sprint, everything you need to know before you head out the door. And Josh will be back with your full First Alert weather forecast. It's all right after the break.
The Labor Day sale at Furniture Row has been extended. Shop today, because the more you buy, the more you save. Plus, find huge discounts on living, dining, and bedroom, and 60 months no interest. But don't wait. The extended Labor Day sale at Furniture Row ends soon.
Board-certified gastroenterologist Dr. Amber Sharon is now seeing patients at Prosser Digestive Health Center.
Dr. Sharon provides upper endoscopy, colonoscopy, and specializes in women's digestive health. Get expert, compassionate care close to home. Call Prosser Digestive Health Center at 509-786-5599 to schedule, or learn more at prosserhealth.org. Prosser Memorial Health. This is how we care.
At Bravo RV, we're gearing up for a huge event you will not want to miss out on.
The Forest River National Sales Event is on now. For a limited time, you can save big across our entire lineup of Forest River products. There's still time to get out, go camping, and make unforgettable memories. With Forest River, you'll find the perfect RV built for your journey and perfected for your stay. Don't wait. These amazing deals won't last long. Broadmoor RV, we make camping fun.
Feeling overwhelmed? It's time to shed your worries, literally. At Columbia Basin Buildings and Sheds, we've got the perfect shed to clear the clutter, create space, and bring peace to your life. Man cave, playhouse, done. Want something custom? We'll build it just the way you want it. And we deliver for free. Summer is here. Shed the mess, shed the stress. See dealer for special pricing. Visit Columbia Basin Building and Sheds today in Kennewick or West Richland.
Ever feel like something's missing? Like there's a hole in your morning routine? Well, we've got just the thing. At Some Bagels, we make more than fresh bagels. We make a variety of baked goods to fill your day with everything you've been missing. Have your favorite coffee drink with our in-house roasted espresso beans. And enjoy your bagel with our flavored cream cheeses. Because at Some Bagels, the only thing better than the hole in the middle is everything around it. I want some, you want some, we want some, gimme Some Bagels.
With Steel Battery. Now is the best time to save big on over 40 hardworking Steel tools. Hurry into your local Steel dealer or shop online.
The Labor Day sale at Furniture Row has been extended. Shop today, because the more you buy, the more you save. Plus, find huge discounts on living, dining, and bedroom, and 60 months no interest. But don't wait. The extended Labor Day sale at Furniture Row ends soon.
This newscast sponsored by Mariano Morales Law. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Tomorrow and Saturday going to be first alert weather days for the potential for more lightning fires in the Cascades. An abundance of lightning in the forecast. Vegetation is going to be significantly dry. First, we'll talk about today, Thursday, as we could have some showers and perhaps some thunderstorms in the Cascades and Blues. Hopefully some of that rainfall gets over some of these active fire perimeters, because that would help out with those efforts. But for tomorrow, this is where it definitely gets a little bit more dicey. Vegetation dryness going to be significant in the Cascades and the Upper Yakima Basin. There's going to be a much better chance for lightning at this point. So we put it into motion once again with Futurecast, and around the hottest part of the day, 4, 5, 6 p.m., that's when we could see a few cells popping up in the Cascades, in the Upper Yakima Basin. Any lightning over those fuels right now could spark up fires, maybe several of them. And then into Friday night, showers becoming a little bit more widespread into Morrow and Umatilla counties. And then for Saturday, the setup is pretty dicey as well in the Cascades and the Upper Yakima Basin. Vegetation dryness still going to be significant. Thunderstorm chances a little bit better at this point. Also a little bit more widespread, spreading perhaps down into the valleys and into the foothills and into the Blues. Looks like it's just going to be rainfall and a low-end chance of rainfall at that for the basin. Looks like those chances will hold fairly steady as we head into Sunday. Now for Saturday and Sunday, a little bit of good news in that we could maybe pick up a ½ inch of rainfall in the Cascades. Doesn't sound like much, but that could be very beneficial with all the fires burning up that way. And then into Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday, shower and thunderstorm chances hold steady, if not increase a little bit. So that is good news, bad news. It's bad news that we'll have the lightning. It's good news that we'll have the additional rainfall. And the best news of all is that temperatures are going way down, feeling very fall-like by the time we get to Tuesday and Wednesday of next week, ending up at about 5 degrees cooler than normal for this time of the year. Here's a 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. We'll bounce between 95 to 100 today and tomorrow, and then The trend is going to be cooler and wetter after that. I'll say that a bunch. In Yakima, between 95 to 100 today and tomorrow. And then the best chances for thunderstorms look like they'll probably be Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. In Ellensburg, also Saturday through Tuesday, the thunderstorm fuel may be going down a little bit for Wednesday. That's still 7 days out. We'll have a lot more to say about it. In Hermiston, very summer-like Thursday and Friday, then starting to slip into that fall-like weather, especially for the beginning of next week. And then in Walla Walla, it's going to be the same thing, that ridge of high pressure keeping us hot and hazy for today and tomorrow. And then that low slides in and starting to feel a little bit more unsettled after that. Now let's head out to New York City to see what's ahead on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look, Robin Roberts one-on-one with Super Bowl winning quarterback Jalen Hurts.
So how mentally and physically do you prepare for the season opener?
The Eagles superstar gearing up for the season kickoff as he prepares to defend their title.
What is it that you want to accomplish this season?
Every team goes into it with the same goal. And as you go throughout the year, you learn more about yourself. You learn more about the teams in the league. And everything kind of goes as it goes, but you always look inward. And so, you know, how we start today won't be how we finish. It's just a matter of embracing the journey along the way of that, and then figuring it out in the end and saying, hey, are we at our best when we need to be our best? Every year you want to come in and win championships.
And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll have much more of Robin's interview with Jalen Hurts. With your GMA First Look, I'm Micah Jachi, ABC News, New York.
When you can breathe better, what isn't better? Dupixent continuously works to help prevent asthma attacks. So girls' days are better. Game days are better. Even Mondays are better. Dupixent's an add-on treatment for specific types of moderate to severe asthma. It's not for sudden breathing problems. Dupixent helps people with asthma achieve better breathing that lasts. Some people felt their asthma symptoms improve in as little as 3 days. And isn't that better? Severe allergic reactions, including skin reactions, can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor right away if signs of inflamed blood vessels like rash, chest pain, worsening shortness of breath, brown or dark-colored urine, tingling or numbness in limbs. Tell your doctor of new or worsening skin symptoms, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop other treatments without talking to your doctor. Do more with less asthma. Ask your doctor about Dupixent, the most prescribed biologic in asthma.
Now, the Morning Sprint.
Time is 6:52. It's time for your morning sprint. We start by taking a look at your national headlines. A federal judge has handed Harvard University a landmark victory in its fight against the Trump administration. Yesterday, a judge ruled the administration unlawfully blocked $2 billion in federal funding for cancer research earlier this year. Harvard had filed a suit accusing the government of violating the First Amendment and the Civil Rights Act. The attorney for the Trump administration argued Harvard had failed to address anti-Semitism. He also framed the lawsuit as a contract dispute and said the government had the right to terminate it.
6:52 in your business headlines this morning. Google will not have to sell off Chrome or Android. It's according to a ruling from the federal judge. It came down as a big win for the company, avoiding the worst possible outcome from a landmark antitrust case that determined it was operating an illegal online search monopoly. Although Google won't have to sell off its Chrome browser or Android, it will be barred from entering into or maintaining exclusive contracts related to the distribution of services like Chrome, Search, the Google Assistant, and its Gemini app. Now, the ruling was closely watched across Silicon Valley as other major tech giants are also fighting antitrust cases brought by the U.S. government.
In your health headlines, HHS Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. will appear before a Senate panel today to discuss the Trump administration's 2026 health care agenda. This will be the first time senators have questioned RFK Jr. since May, and this comes as more than 1,000 current and former employees of the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services are demanding that RFK Jr. resign. A letter sent to Kennedy and Congress says the secretary's leadership has, quote, put the health of all Americans at risk.
6:53, and here are the top 5 local things that you need to know this morning. 40-year-old Brandon O'Neill is accused of shooting a Washington State Patrol trooper in 2022. He has pleaded guilty to attempted first-degree murder now and also attempting to elude police. Court records show O'Neill had been evicted earlier in the day, left a threatening note, and Trooper Atkinson survived the attack and has since returned to duty. A sentencing date for O'Neill has not yet been set.
A former security guard for the Kennewick School District is pleading guilty to family abandonment, unlawful harboring of a minor, and making false statements. The plea allows him to avoid prison for the more serious kidnapping charge, but he faces restrictions including no contact with children and a mental health evaluation.
And Pasco police say 42-year-old Lorenzo Ahuya Ramos was killed in a hit and run Friday night while crossing the street on Clark Street. Witnesses called for help, but unfortunately he did pass away at the scene. Police were able to locate the driver and the vehicle a couple days later. They have now arrested Daniel Gonzalez Salas and booked him into jail for vehicular homicide.
And an update on the hunt for Travis Decker and the bones found during a recent FBI search at the Rock Island campground. That's the site tied to the deaths of the 3 young Decker girls. Central Washington University confirming the bones as non-human. And as far as Decker goes, authorities are still searching for him.
And tonight, YWCA Walla Walla is hosting Our Stories, Our Strength. The free 1-hour event starts at 6 p.m. and hopes to amplify survivor voices ahead of Domestic Violence Action Month. Attendees can share stories, reflect, and access support with more programs planned throughout September.
Trending this morning now, we're going wild for National Wildlife Day.
Today we celebrate animals big and small, from elephants to backyard birds. Wildlife keeps our planet running smoothly, making sure our ecosystems are balanced and healthy.
Today is also a reminder to help protect their homes and habitats, even with small actions like reducing plastic or supporting conservation efforts.
It's a perfect opportunity to get outside and appreciate the critters around you. And I'll have to tell my fiance because he loves wildlife photography, so this is
yes,
like
he does.
his day. Yeah, bears, eagles, owls, all the things.
Get out and take the pictures.
I know, right?
Give me a toasty one though.
Yeah,
around here at least, to get out and
100 or 99 expected?
A little bit of both. Is there a difference?
Yeah.
Is there a difference?
Well, it would be an excellent day to just keep it inside, not only because of the heat, but also in some instances because of the air quality concerns. Here's this morning's air quality. You see that orange? That indicates air quality that is unhealthy for sensitive groups. We're seeing that in the Kittitas Valley, now down into the upper Yakima Valley. So Ellensburg, Yakima, dealing with that. If you're in one of those sensitive groups, keep it indoors or wear an N95 mask, or try to, of course, an air purifier would be recommended for this morning. Temperatures in the 50s, 60s, and 70s, just kind of all across the map a little bit later today, like you are talking about. 99, 100, what's really the difference at that point, other than 1 degree? And the bottom line for the forecast, hot and hazy today and tomorrow. Lightning fire is going to be possible in the Cascades for tomorrow and Saturday, but after that, transitioning into a much more active pattern, a much cooler pattern, feeling much more fall-like. But let's circle back to Friday and Saturday. First alert weather days up in the Cascades. Abundant lightning in the forecast over significantly dry vegetation. Would not be too surprised if we saw additional fires popping up on the map. But let's talk very quickly about the fire on the map right now. It's the Wildcat Fire burning by Bumping Lake. Active hotspots all over the map. This one will round up and say it's 2,800 acres, 0% contained, and that level 2 evacuation in place for Goose Prairie and Bumping Road. You have to have the go bag packed. You have to be ready to leave at a moment's notice.
And thank you guys for watching Good Morning Northwest. You can always find updates on our website. That's applevalley.newsnow.com.
Good Morning America is up next, and we'll be back tonight at 5 with your local news and weather.
Have a great day.